Alphablock Long Vowel Overanalysis 1. Name. I see the long vowel episodes as a celebration of the character traits that make each vowel unique. So in order to understand name, you have to understand A. A is generally a kind Alphablock who tries to be helpful, but her clumsiness often gets the best of her. This has a huge impact on how she interacts with the other Alphablocks around her, as seen in Crash and Prank. Crash shows how insecure she can get when it comes to her clumsiness. Prank shows that she's not a pushover and will retaliate however she can if she's pressed enough. When compared to most of the other Alphablocks, she tends to be more reserved, but she is capable of getting silly. The main problem with this episode is that A gets hiccups and completely forgets what her name is. The actual song begins with Y. This is technically the shortest long vowel episode.
When I'm with Y, we make a bright new day. When I'm with Y, there's always time to play. So stay by me, soon we'll be on our way.
What this implies about A and Y's relationship is that it's fun, lighthearted, bright and optimistic like the sun. I've always seen A as a sort of mother figure to Y, and this clip, especially the final line where A tells Y to stay by her, cements this. Next up is I.
I'm happy with I, like a puppy that's wagging its tail. I'm sticking with I, and soon we'll be on the trail. I'm with I, together we're setting sail.
Some may be surprised to hear this, but I actually has a soul. Now let's focus on this clip.
Like a puppy that's wagging its tail.
The happiness that a dog experiences when they see someone that brings them joy is perhaps one of the purest forms of affection. They love unconditionally, after all. This alone shows the strength of the bond between I and A, one of A's best friends. The fact that she's sticking with I conveys a sense of loyalty, which actually ties back in with the dog comparison. Magic E time, generally the most impactful part of these episodes.
I can't do it. A.
Notice the movements they make. They're a lot more reserved than the Magic E dances see in the other long vowel episodes, likely due to the fact that they're basically the faces of Alphaland and are much more level-headed than the other Alphablocks. Right, this is the first episode of this series, so it'll be pretty hard to show what they mean unless they make the final episode tying everything together.
And when Magic E does his magic on me, and we play a little game.
This right here is what I love about A and E's character dynamic. Despite their positions in Alphaland, when they have nothing to worry about besides each other, they're able to relax and have fun.
I can bake a cake, land on a snake. You can make me say my name.
This part is a lot more significant than it seems at first glance. Baking a cake and landing on a snake isn't what's important. The important thing is that she can do those things. Remember, she's clumsy and usually messes up things when she gets involved, but with the help of a buddy, she doesn't have to fear that. The build up to the name part was wonderful. Something about the delivery of the lines made me feel a bit emotional. I would also like to note that A says he can make her say her name, as opposed to helping her say her name. Combined with the way she sings in this part, it kind of makes it feel like a force of nature, which she basically is in the long vowel episodes. Now for the final part.
When I'm with Y, we say A. When I'm with I, we say A. And when Magic E does his magic on me, we say A.
In this episode, A learns that even when she's struggling through something, she'll always have her friends to help her out. This episode is the completion of what is somewhat a character arc for A. In Crash, she's basically forced into being ashamed of her clumsy nature. In Prank, she gets tired of being made fun of and has a revenge. And in Name, she's able to get the support of her friends and come out of it all satisfied.
So what do you say, team? You're on the A team, and with you by my side, I'm gonna be A-okay.
Next up is Sleep, starring my favorite Alphablock.